Hi, welcome back everybody. I'm Dorothy. I'm a professional astrologer. You can find me on the web at nhastrologer.com. And there you can reach out, connect with me if you'd like to have your own session and find out where I'm teaching classes. Great things like that. Lots to read there too. So what I want to talk about right now is the month of August. So what we got going on in August, right off the bat, August 1st, we have Venus is in the sign of Cancer, so that, that could be some really lovey-dovey, wonderful energy. Venus is in charge of love, and Cancer is home and family and how we care and nurture for others, and even the caring and nurturing that we give ourselves. So right off the bat, it makes a square aspect, an exact aspect to Uranus, and when it's a square, that means there's some challenges to that energy. What are the challenges? The challenges could be that we're probably taking care of others more than we're taking care of ourselves or nurturing ourselves. So that's important to focus on. All right? If you find you're doing more for others than you're doing for yourself, we have to do for ourselves first. Can't give from an empty glass, so to speak. So now then we also have Venus on the same day making a trine aspect to Saturn. So if you find yourself in a situation like I just mentioned, this also means that you could put that into more of a habit of putting yourself first just a little more often. So keep that in mind too. Also, August 1st is a very busy day. And we have a few days in the month that are very, very busy, so we'll jump around a little bit. August 2nd, actually still on August 1st, we still have Mars making a square aspect to Jupiter. Those are two fixed signs, the energies. Mars in Scorpio is fixed, Jupiter in Leo is fixed. What we get with that is, like, through a minor challenge or through some minor stress, we can find a lot of energy to move a project forward if that's what we're focusing in on. Or you can just come up with ideas. Whatever this is, when Mars and Jupiter are connected, no matter how a planet connects to Jupiter, most of the time it's usually abundant and it's usually beneficial. But since it's a square, that means that there's a challenge to it. But just meet the challenge and it'll be a fabulous, fabulous day. That right there is August 1st. That's a lot for one day. We're already 2 minutes into this. Lots of work going on there. It's fun though. August 2nd, let me look at my notes. Mercury in Leo makes a conjunction to Jupiter in Leo. That's great ideas. That's big ideas. That's ideas that I'm passionate about. What do I want to do now? Lots of great energy there. Take advantage of that. The same day, the moon is in Libra, so that is also about relationships, okay? So, the Libra moon, looking for that emotional balance within our partnerships, our alliances, our relationships. Mercury and Jupiter conjunct in Leo. You can't not but succeed. This is a great day. This could be a good day for partying too. And I will be on vacation when this is going on. So I'm looking forward to it. And it's in the Leo energy, which is fun. It's expressive. What you're passionate about, go for it, okay? Now, August 4th to the 6th, we have a couple of things that are a little bit tricky. Mercury, at this point, Mercury, that planet of communication, is making some difficult aspects called the quincunx. One is to Neptune, I got it right here, and the other one is to Pluto. All of that happens between August 4th and August 6th, so that means there could be some misunderstandings in our communications if you have to say something that is very literate, very analytical. Then you take your time, because there's going to be some challenges there. There will be some drama from misunderstandings. We can avoid this. We can know that there's going to be misunderstandings, and how we use that energy is when we talk to somebody and we need to say something that's important, we make sure they say it back to us so we know they understood us and we said what we really meant. All right? You work with that, and that is that whole first week of August, honestly. It's only exact on the 4th and the 6th, so that whole first week is all about that. Then on the 8th, we have the Sun and Mercury will make a trine to Uranus that is in Aries, because the Sun and Mercury are conjunct now. And they will be making this good aspect to Uranus, which is all about finding new innovative ways to communicate, new great ways and of thinking outside the box and just getting past these problems that I just mentioned. Think differently. Think outside the box. That's what you need to do. That's what we all should be doing. Those old habits aren't working anymore, all right? Step into something new now. Then on the 9th and the 10th, on the 9th of August, we have the Sun squaring Saturn. That will be a little bit of trouble because on the 9th, that just means that it's going to be difficult to move. It's going to be a little stressful trying to find our energy. We're probably going to be exhausted on that day. It could be, well, not everybody, of course. It'll be a day that we're a little tired, all right? That will be on the 9th of August. So on August 10th, we have the full moon in Aquarius. There's a separate report for that, so you can go watch that. Go right to my channel and you'll see it there. But it really is. It's about new, innovative, changing old habits, shifting out of old habits, finding new friends, new groups, things that match your vibration now, okay? That's it in a nutshell. Go ahead and watch that just when you finish this. Now on August 12th, what we have, this is a Tuesday, Venus will move into the sign of Leo. That's fun as well. I mean, jeepers, who wants to be on vacation for 2 weeks? I do, because that would be great, because I won't be on vacation by then. But still, what it comes down to is that when Venus is in the sign of Leo, it's very exciting. It's fun-loving, loving relationships, passionate about relationships, passionate about what we value, what's important to us. And so for the 3 weeks while Venus moves through the sign of Leo, we get to work with that. You know, how can we be creative and create the beautiful things that we're passionate about? All right? So whatever that happens to be, whether it's art, writing, music, whatever that is for you, take advantage of this for the 3 weeks that it is in the sign of Leo. Then on the 15th, Virgo. Mercury moves into the sign of Virgo. Virgo is the second sign that it is in charge of. It's the ruler of. So we get to shift a little bit, and what we get to think about here is the details. We get very analytical, very detail-oriented when Mercury is in the sign of Virgo. Why not? It's a very discriminating, very analytical, sometimes very critical sign, but this is perfect for a lot of different circumstances. I mean, we want that when somebody's doing our taxes and our books and paying attention to all the details, that you have to know everything. You have to know everything. You want somebody that has this Virgo energy. And grateful for the Virgos out there. As hard of a rap as they get sometimes for being too detail-oriented, this is what we need. We all get a taste of this for the next 3 weeks, all right? Mercury will move through Virgo for 3 weeks. But it has a few transits that we have to go through in that time period too. And I'll get to them when they show up. So, use this analytical energy of Mercury and Virgo and focus in on something in your life that needs a little more organizing. And you'll be able to use this perfect way and not be annoyed by it. Okay? I know, sorry Virgos. Some people do that, don't they? On August, I'm looking at my notes right here, forgive me for looking down. August 18th, Venus and Jupiter are conjunct in Leo. This is great. This is very goal-oriented energy. This is all about expanding, again, that Venus and Leo energy. What do I love? It's all about expanding that fun, loving energy. We might be renovating our home. We might be decorating our home. We might be moving. So it has a lot to, and I say home in more of a sense of real estate, just because Jupiter is all about real estate. So, or, you know, in the home that you own. So that might be something that comes up for you. But if it doesn't, if it's not on your radar of anything that's important for you, then focus on what goals are good for you. What do you want to be? Again, put your passion into. What are you passionate about? This is a fabulous opportunity right in the smack middle of August to start creating what you're passionate about. So I want you to continue to do that. Okay? All right. On the 21st, Mercury, here we are, makes a trine aspect to Pluto. What that means is that's fantastic for probing minds. What are we going to be? We're going to start thinking even deeper about a lot of things. Digging in even deeper. Now, the reason we're going to do that is because just before this aspect, we have Mercury is doing another one. It's in an opposition to Neptune. That means we need to watch out for lies, watch out for deception. Don't be the person who creates those lies or deception, because it will come back and bite us. All right? And it won't take long, because when Mercury trines Pluto on the 21st, that's the opportunity where some things can come out. So it's okay to have power and control in your own way, just don't do it through manipulation, which is what Neptune happens to have and happens to encourage at times, all right, in its negative sense. Now, on the 22nd and the 23rd, depends on where you live. West Coast, it's the 22nd, and actually East Coast is the only one that is on the 23rd. The rest of the country, the 22nd of August, the sun moves into the sign of Virgo. So again, we get more Virgo energy, more details, more discriminating, more analytical. Nothing wrong with that. This is a good time to start focusing back in on what we've kind of let go for the last 2 months, just because summer's fun to play and our routines have gone to pot. I almost said a bad word. Focus in on that. It's nothing wrong with it. I enjoy that. Just pay attention to the details. Helps us with our the keen mind is what I'm trying to say. Funny, I paused on that, huh? All right, so then we also have the full moon in Virgo. That's on August 25th. Again, a very busy day, this new moon in Virgo, because what we have with that, and again, I'm going to look down here at my notes, it's a new focus on something that needs our attention, all right, or something that we want to create. And on the same day, Mercury makes a sextile to Mars, makes a trine, and makes a sextile to Saturn. Makes a sextile to Mars and one to Saturn, all right, which means on this new moon day of August 25th, Mars and Saturn are in the same place, all right? They're in Scorpio. So all of that means this. Thank you for staying and allowing me to explain. Saturn conjunct Mars, or Mars conjunct Saturn. Usually say the faster planet first if you're learning. And it is, we have a lot of movement. We want to create. And Mars in Scorpio is not necessarily about creating, but it's about digging in deep and looking at and finding all those secrets, probing as deep as we possibly can. Saturn is famous for breaking down things that no longer exist, that no longer need to exist. So Mars conjunct Saturn on this day creates a little bit of a paradox. It wants things to break down. But Saturn sometimes will hang on and not allow things to break down until the very, very end. So there's this energy that's a bit mixed. Mars wants movement, forward movement, and it is in Scorpio, so it wants a deep, clearing movement, right? Really letting go of things, really showing us everything that we're made of. And that dark side, we don't always want to face that. You know, the dark side of the light worker. I think Debbie Ford wrote that book. And, you know, it's like that kind of energy. It's what it comes down to. So if this dark stuff comes up, then you need to work on it and move through it. That's what Saturn requires, work. It wants us to work on stuff. We do our work, everything's gravy after that, all right? Now, Venus on the same day is making a trine aspect to Uranus, and when that happens, that is actually a lot of fun. So today we've got a lot of new energy. We've got energy about breaking things down so we can start fresh and new. Take advantage of this. Don't run away. Don't stick your head in the sand. Dig right in and go with what it is you need to do. All right, to end this, we're going to end this with Venus on the 26th makes a square aspect to Saturn, and then on the next day it makes the square aspect to Mars. So it's telling me that there has to be a whole new process coming through. Those square aspects are about challenges and obstacles which create, if we work with it, opportunities. All right, Venus is what do I value? So what we value is going to be breaking down a little bit with this new moon, even though new moon's about building something fresh and new. All right? We have other aspects that are saying, well, we haven't cleared the deck yet. So for this first 48 hours after this new moon on the 25th, so we have the 26th and the 27th of August, there's a lot of things that are breaking down before new things are going to happen. And those details should be pretty clear to you as long as your head's not in the sand. It's all for our best. It's all for our growth. I know we all plan these things. You might believe it. You might not. It's okay. Whatever is your belief, you go with it. Because that's your path and your consciousness. So thank you for watching. I'm going to leave you with that. That was a lot of information. Stop, take notes. I put notes on the screen here and there. Come find me at nhastrologer.com. You can comment here on YouTube if you like. I do read them all. I don't post them all because some people are not nice. But the ones that are good, I post you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Blessed be. And I will say namaste. Till next time.